So Thomas was gonna do this with me, but we have a teething son.
I'm here in spirit.
Thomas and I were not going completely plant-based. As you all might know, my husband has been vegetarian for how many years?
Jesus. Since I was 17, so that's nearly 13 years.
Oh my god. I was vegetarian in the past, and after that I was, well, I said vegan at the time, but I was just eating a plant-based diet initially for health reasons, and then it ended up kind of becoming very much part of an eating disorder, and it was like, I suppose, cover for that. Like I was constantly looking for ways to be more restrictive. I'm completely ED recovered now, have been for quite some time, though I still have concerns relating to the environmental impact of dairy and meat production. I try and minimize my meat consumption. Like I do get random cravings for, you know, a steak, but I've had one steak in the last year. I probably have fish maybe once a month, and maybe chicken maybe twice a month. I'm not too sure, but I do mostly eat the same meals as my husband. I think because I'm breastfeeding and then really thinking hard on the dairy industry, I'm just saying how I feel. I know that I have vegan followers, and this is just like my feelings on it. Is many animals do kill other animals for food, and human beings always have. Obviously not as a main food source, but human beings can thrive on many different diets. So yeah, I don't have the same feelings personally about the idea of eating animals as I do with the dairy production, because, and this is all like quite a recent change in my feelings, and people change obviously, and their understanding of things grows and shifts throughout life, but we are the only species on the planet who artificially inseminates another species and separates them from their young so that we can take their milk and have them hooked up to machines all day and have them constantly pregnant. Like it really deeply makes me uncomfortable. And two things can be true at once. Like I love dairy, it's so delicious, and I also know that there are times where other species will drink the milk of other species. Like I've seen pictures in the breastfeeding groups I'm in on Facebook of women breastfeeding their baby on this boob and then like a little monkey on this boob, and I've seen pictures of various species who had lost their mothers like feeding from the teats of other animals. And you know, cats and dogs will drink cow milk as well, and you know, because it's tasty, it's calorific, milk is an amazing thing, and I have a newfound appreciation for milk because I make milk for my son. So it's just this whole thing, and not trying at all to make anyone feel guilty or for you to change your habits. I'm just sharing as part of my Project Reset journey, because it is a reset, I suppose, in relation to becoming a new mother, and just this whole act of like getting recipes and making new recipes and stuff. That's something that I think will help me massively anyway, because it's like incorporating a lot more good food, nutritious stuff into my diet, which is obviously going to make me feel better. And you don't have to be plant-based to enjoy these recipes, so I just wanted to say that. And now our diet up until quite recently has been heavy on cream, which we were having in coffees every day. I was having it with strawberries, I was putting it in my porridge, and butter. I would have butter on toast most days, and we both love our cheese. The two of us want to just make a commitment to eat like mostly plant-based, and not to put any kind of huge restriction and pressure on ourselves. Me mainly because I don't like saying never again, and I want to have a bit of wiggle room. I don't like too much rigidity when it comes to food, and my digestion has been excellent in the past year and a half. I do really love plant-based food. A lot of my favourite food is plant-based, and so we've got some cookbooks here by pals of mine. Got the Happy Pear and Purcell. In this month's Project Reset, what we're going to do is Thomas and I are selecting some recipes from these books that are easy, that we can kind of batch cook, that include ingredients that we like and that we usually have in the house anyway. And what we're going to do is just kind of make a bunch of them, see what we like, and try and incorporate them then into like our regular shopping. During COVID, we've been getting way too many takeaways. Like, I don't mind getting a takeaway and eating that kind of stuff, but not all the time. Like, for one, it's expensive and you're not really like, I don't mind if I'm going out to a restaurant or something, you're getting the whole experience and it's kind of more home cooked, but there's no restaurants open in Ireland as of yet. We want to cut down on the takeaways. Like, even last night, you know, I was like,
cut down on the
we need
takeaways.
Yeah.
We have this thing where, like, it was probably like 2 months ago when we originally had this idea. I was like, right, we'll have one last takeaway. It's our last hurrah. And then about 2 or 3 days later, we're like, let's get one last hurrah.
Let's get a next hurrah. Another thing is, like, we just kind of want to eat that bit better because we're kind of gonna both go back to the gym together. The two of us have lost basically all of our muscle. We are both just wasting away. We're keeping up our fitness, but we're losing muscle, and muscle is just really important for your health in general. So it's important to me that some of these recipes include plant-based protein, that they're nice, like that I get excited to eat these meals. I just feel like small steps in the direction is that you want to go in are better than trying to like race through it and then just falling on your face and then just giving up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
like, this is something that I really want to be sustainable. Like, I want to find a few recipes and then just be constantly picking up the ingredients and making them every week.
Yeah.
And this should just be a constant thing.
And we've found alternatives for our butter. We've replaced the Kerrygold, delicious Kerrygold butter. We have found some plant-based creams that we quite like. Like, my favourite one is probably the Oatly one.
Yeah, that's
just
really
for coffee. And we find that in a local health food shop. But like, supermarkets do have options, and you can always ask the manager in your local supermarket, could they possibly order stuff in, or you can order stuff online. Chocolate, like, I love dark chocolate anyway. Like, I love all kinds of chocolate that don't include milk. What else? We didn't buy milk anyway. We always bought like soy milk or oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk. Just like, I love the alternatives, and there's so many nice brands like Innocent, Alpro. We've been getting vegan Magnums, like ice cream, which you would not even know is plant-based. I keep saying vegan. If I ever say vegan, I mean plant-based. Please don't come at me. Like, I understand that vegan is a lifestyle. It's just that word is used so interchangeably that it's just hard to rewire my brain, and I just don't really plan these vlogs. I just kind of come on and chat. Like, I'm not reading off a script, you know. But cheese is the main one. Like, I don't like vegan cheeses. I know you can make stuff with like nutritional yeast and by like soaking and blending cashews and all that kind of thing. So we have to try and play around with that a bit more, because when we buy ready meals by these guys, the Happy Pear, that have like vegan cheese, they taste gorgeous. Like, they have this meal, like a ready-made meal that we get regularly, and it's just so nice. But obviously, like, cooking from scratch at home is always going to be better and cheaper, and you know, you're buying less packaging, like plastic and whatnot. So we just want to cook that bit more. I'm going to tell you the meals that we have picked out so far, and then what I have to do is I have to type up everything that's in them, go through the cupboards and check what we have, tick them off and scratch them off if we already have them, and then we'll buy the rest of the stuff in our weekly food shopping. What we're doing, just for full transparency, is we want to just not buy any dairy in our food shopping or like cook with dairy at home. But if we're in a restaurant, takeaways, or like if we're in someone else's house and they're cooking for us, or if we're just in a situation where there is nothing available. Also, we are still eating eggs. We'll never give up eggs or honey.
I'm fine with eating the eggs in this house because they come from my granny's chickens, and she treats them like her children. So you know.
Hens.
Hens, yeah. And me and Melanie kind of decided, like, when the day comes that we finally have our own house, if we have the room, we really want to get it. We really want to get a few chickens and just have them there because it's brilliant. You know, you get to see where your eggs are coming from, and they're really happy, and yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and like I don't intend to ever 100% cut meat, but however, I am constantly buying a lot more like of the meat. What are you laughing at? Meat alternatives. Start with Roz's book. So this is No Fuss Vegan Everyday Food for Everyone. I might share one or two of the recipes in this video that I make, but mainly I'm just going to be like making them and then like reviewing them, telling you how they taste and stuff like that, and showing you what they look like at the end, because I don't want to take away from all of the work that they put into these amazing books. From Roz's book, we're going to go for baked oatmeal. Proats. So this is something that she shares all the time on Instagram, like protein oats is what Proats is short for, but she said the texture is like bread meets cake, and this kind of thing is so up my street, but she does it with like banana porridge, vegan protein, non-dairy milk and berries, and then serve it with coconut yogurt, nuts and berries, tomato and lentil soup we're gonna go for. Excited to try this. This is simple lasagna, and lasagna is just ultimate comfort food. Vegan meatballs Thomas really wants to try. Oh yeah, sweet potato and lentil mash. That sounds really nice. Like, we always have those things lying around. I marked sweet potato brownies because I used to make these all the time years ago. If you've been around on my channel for a long time, I have a couple of like brownie videos floating around from yonks back. Let me know if you have been here since back then. I've marked this as well now, the best vegan chocolate cupcakes, but I don't know, might be a bit too many desserty sweet things for us to have. From the Happy Pear Boys. Now we buy their pesto all the time, but in this book they actually teach you how to make a load of different types of pesto. So this book is kind of more about like teaching you how to cook things. It's not specific like this recipe. It's kind of, you know, if you have these things in your house, this is how you make this and this out of it. But yeah, like the pestos here, like they have a list of load of different types of pesto there at the top, and we're going to try and make their basil pesto for pasta, because and I'm the type as well where if I make a recipe that's easy and I like the taste of it, I will remember how to make it, and then I'll just keep making it, because that's what happened with Lifesum. Like a lot of the recipes on there that I tried, like yeah, I even followed this soup recipe and I ended up learning how to make soup so nice, and then I would always just tweak it based on what we had in the house. Creamy cashew sauces, like creamy pasta sauce, like creamy pasta just in general, like literally life. I had marked loads in this book, I think. Happy Pear No Bake Healthy Brownies. Thomas wanted to go for these because you don't have to bake them. I think you just put them in the fridge. So yeah, we're all about ease with the baby and work commitments, and Thomas got his new job flying out of the UK doing long haul, so he'll be kind of like gone for a couple of days at a time, like maybe 3 times a month he'll be gone for a couple of days, but he's going to be home the rest of the time, but then he'll be on daddy daycare duty while mommy does her work. So yeah, he has marked honey and seed flapjacks. That I don't like flapjacks really. Cashew butter cookies, quinoa butterbean and butternut squash burger. I don't think that looks very easy. I don't know why he marked that down. He can make them if he wants. Potato and bean curry. Love me a nice curry, and potato curry is just yum. So yeah, we're going to start with those, and then like hopefully we'll find some gems in there that we will like want to make over and over again. So I'm going to go and write up now everything that's in them, go through the cupboards, cross out what we have, and then we're going to go food shopping. We're back from the food shopping. This is our refill shopping stuff. The amount of stuff that we got there, and it was so much cheaper as well. So you just bring like a reusable container and then you get a sticker. You weigh the container and then you weigh it again once the stuff is in it. That's how they price stuff up. But then obviously we had to go to like Tesco, Holland and Barrett, and the mountains of plastic meant everything was vastly more expensive. Found a smooth chocolate plant protein in Holland and Barrett. That's in one of the recipes. 5 million bananas, which we always go through these in a couple of days. And also we were supposed to get firm tofu and we could only find extra firm, so I don't know the difference. So we're just gonna hope for the best. I might make 1 or 2 recipes later today. Any of them that use some of the fresh ingredients that we got, and also things that we can then eat for a few days in a row. I think it's someone's nap time. That's time for me to shut up. But yeah, we tried to get loads of certain ingredients like coconut oil, peanut butter, that kind of thing, and that we will reuse a lot of. You having a nice time back there, baby? Wow. The first 2 recipes I tried were the lasagna from Roz's book and the sweet potato brownies from her book as well for our dinner and our dessert. Thomas, when he first tried the lasagna, went, ooh.
This is something I was saying. I don't miss the lasagna sheet.
Yeah.
We're using courgette instead
I don't
of
even
lasagna
like
sheet.
courgette. I
don't like courgette either. But
it's obviously not lasagna, but it gives you the lasagna feels, and I would definitely eat this every week. Like this is something I would eat regularly because it's all the flavors that we like. Like we love pesto, we love tomato stuff, lentils. I did fuck up with the tofu though. It's definitely like too firm. It's not saucy, like it's kind of like hard.
It's not hard. What are you talking about?
Well, it's not saucy.
It's creamy.
Well, I'd want to find the right type of tofu next time. All these flavors go really well together. The brownie batter, I was eating it like out of the blender. It's gorgeous. I can't believe it's made out of sweet potato. Really nice. I've made sweet potato brownies before on like black bean brownies, just not in a very long time. Just with the baby, and then during COVID, like I don't know. I was doing a lot of baking, but not like healthy baking. Just like normal regular baking. That lasagna I feel like would do us 2 days worth of dinners, because I had like a square and Thomas had like 2 big squares.
Yeah.
The sweet potatoes brownies would probably do us for like 3 or 4 days maybe. Both of them were very easy to make, I think. The sweet potato brownies were quicker, much more straightforward. Like you kind of just whack everything into the blender. This is so healthy. I can't believe how nice it is. I did something wrong with the brownies. I think I added maybe too much nut butter.
I haven't done the taste test.
I had my brownie before I had my lasagna.
You snuck a brownie before you were supposed to. You didn't let them sit.
The brownies are gone a lot more solid in the fridge, to be fair.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Piece of brownie. Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous? I can't, like...
They're so gooey, I love it.
The sweet potato actually makes it really gooey. It kind of tastes like a very decadent chocolate cake.
It's so moist.
Moist.
It's more
No,
moist.
don't say that word. People hate that word. I'm stealing this part.
That was amazing.
We were just saying that when our son is a bit older and we've got other kids and stuff, we're always going to make healthy brownies and they're not going to know. So last night I prepared Rosanna's Protes, which is protein oats, and it has loads of like berries baked in. This is what it looked like when I took it out of the oven. So I made 2 so Thomas can have one as well.
Birthday Protes.
Yeah, it's his birthday today. And I put coconut yogurt and strawberries and nuts on top of this, and I'm going to do a taste test now. But it did turn out pretty much like her picture. I'm going to get a bit with loads of berry in it. I put in kind of extra berries, like more berries than what the recipe said. Oh yeah. Okay, I would eat this so much. I didn't put it in the fridge even. I was supposed to put it in the fridge for it to set like completely, and I forgot, but it's still really good. Yeah, it's kind of muffiny. They're really nice, aren't they? They're nearly all cashew butter, those cookies. There's a way to make them crunchy, but I went for the
they're
gooey.
really gooey.
The cashew cookies did not last long. A few days later, and they're excellent for dipping in coffee. So last night we made the baked oatmeal from Roz's book, and as you can see, Thomas and I had some for dinner, so I just couldn't wait. It just smelled really nice. So I had 2 squares, he had 2 squares, and we topped them with coconut yogurt and some fruit and nuts and stuff. So we're gonna have the rest now for breakfast today. It did pretty much turn out exactly like that, and yeah, I just had a load of raspberries, so I mostly put raspberries instead of blueberries. They're so tangy, and I really like that about it. What I would say about this is it's not that sweet, so I think I expected it to be a bit sweeter, and both Thomas and I said we prefer the Proats recipe which we made, you know, this one, the protein oats, but she does say here this recipe is for people who don't use protein powder, so it's probably for people who like aren't really into that kind of level of sweetness that protein powder gives. It is really, really satisfying though, and it's so fast. Like, I can't believe how quick you can make this. And like, I don't technically need 2 pieces. I just, oh yeah, I've drizzled some maple syrup over the top, that's why this like caramelly looking stuff there, but don't technically need 2 portions, but I won't. I'm starving, and this is the sized breakfast I'd be down with, you know. Okay, interesting. It's nicer the second day. So we ate it like right after it came out of the oven, but it's kind of had time to like marinate, and it's really squishy now and kind of breakfast muffin like. Now the raspberries taste a little bit sweeter and less tangy, and that has added to the overall sweetness of it. Greetings! I am actually on my 2nd time making this soup recipe because it's so bloody gorgeous. Not only is it gorgeous, it is the easiest soup I've ever made. It is so straightforward. I feel like I already remember how to make it off by heart, and yeah, my mother-in-law loved it, my husband loved it, and even more importantly, the baby loved it. And because it's really easy to remember how to make, I know that this is going down in the list of future things that we regularly make, like an onion, a tin of tomatoes, a tin of coconut milk, half a lemon, 100 grams of lentils, a little pot of vegetable stock. We used curry powder because we didn't have curry paste from the recipe, tablespoon of olive oil, the garnish. Like, oh man, my baby was grabbing the spoon out of my hand to put more in his mouth. He loved it, and it's healthy, hearty, warm. You could easily adapt this as well, I feel like, and soup is just such a staple for us anyway. Like, it's just one of the easiest things to make in the world, isn't it? And what I like about this one is it's fast, because I'm always pressed on time, obviously, baby, job, book deadline. If homemade meals aren't quick, we're going to be eating ready-made stuff. An amazing Pear package came, right? And all of these ingredients were in it. And seeing as we're doing a video all about plant-based baking, I thought I'd include this. I'll show you that in a second. But they are ingredients for an apple of my eye pancakes recipe for babies, ground almonds, coconut milk, almond butter, apple puree, organic flour, vanilla extract, all that good stuff, coconut oil. Obviously based on the shopping you saw us do, these are things that we will definitely use for other recipes. The gifted stuff that came was from Tropic, the Mama collection, and the Little Heroes baby collection. I'm like, look at this, look at the amount of effort. Like, there's a little baby book in there, it's just so cute. So this is pediatrician and dermatologist tested skincare. Like, the baby oil has just 4 organic ingredients. There's a nappy cream there. I've set those pancakes pancakes aside for other breakfasts and stuff, he really liked them. I'm making pesto for the first time in my bloody life. I'm halving the Happy Pear basil pesto recipe because we don't have enough basil. All I did was blend everything, so it's just olive oil, lemon juice, salt, the toasted pine nuts, and basil and garlic. Did I say olive oil? Yeah, there's very little in this, and I never realised how easy it was to make. I think regular pesto has parmesan as well, so like if you're not doing the plant-based thing, you could sprinkle parmesan on top or in there, but not necessary. It's so nice. I think I put a bit too much garlic in, but I don't mind. I love garlic. And so does my husband. And we're the only ones kissing each other, so it's fine. This salad is going to be the first salad I've probably eaten in, what, Thomas, a year?
No, it's not.
I don't eat salad. When did we make a salad last?
Oh, we haven't. I've never made a salad in my life, but you got salad a few times out of 54.
Oh yeah, well that was a takeaway. That doesn't count. I mean,
Nice takeaway salad.
the first salad I've prepared from home, yeah, in definitely over a year.
This is a first for me.
It's Callan and the Lally beans and almonds. We're supposed to have roasted almonds and they're just plain, and I explained to Thomas that this is going to make a big difference and he doesn't believe me.
But the regular ones were on sale.
Then we've cooked quinoa, avocado, tomato, and there's pumpkin seeds somewhere. There's one. And then it's kale with a mixture of lime juice, maple syrup, olive oil, apple cider vinegar. I'm feeling like this is going to be a bit plain for me, just based on like all the other recipes we've had in this video so far. I've been so indulgent, and yeah, my tastes have morphed into like I want squidgy, moreish, fatty stuff. So we'll see.
How about you don't judge the salad by its page?
How about you keep chopping your tomatoes, huh?
Don't judge a book salad by its page.
Chop your tomatoes. Oh, the dressing is really good. It's so fresh tasting. It tastes very healthy. So if you like that, then 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's not bad. I like gooey, sticky things.
You can't judge a salad based on the standards of a brownie.
Yeah, I can.
You can't be like, this salad is delicious, but it's not a. It's not a
pizza.
It's not a pizza.
Yeah, Ross, why isn't your salad like a pizza? It is nice though. It tastes very healthy. The dressing's gorgeous.
I like my regular almonds.
To you today with rollers in the hair and a big splodge of dye on my forehead. Let's ignore. This is just how I look the day after I made the Happy Pear no bake brownies. And now, so much potential in this recipe, but I wasn't able to make it properly because we only have a blender. We don't have a food processor, and everything just would not blend properly in our like NutriBullet blender. And I tried, like I added water and stuff like that, and I feel like the ingredients could have been dispersed a little bit better, but oh my god, like it tastes so rich and like kind of like a chocolate truffle. Really, really good. It was easy, but because of the way I was going about it, it was just very messy. But I do think I'll make these again. Apart from the dates, completely made out of non-perishables as well. And well, I know that dates last a very long time, but very tasty way to use up stuff from the cupboards. Thomas's blood, sweat and tears went into this potato curry, and we didn't realise how long it was going to take. We were starving. Oh my god.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Did you say there's more? Is there more?
Yeah.
See, I know this is like a big bowl to some people, but this isn't going to be enough for me. I'm really hungry, but Jesus, that's fucking tasty. Oh my god, that is so tasty. That tastes like a restaurant food.
No.
And it's like just a bowl of potato and beans and coriander and onion and stuff, but like
Not just that.
what else? Tell us.
garlic and ginger ground up that I had to use a spoon because I didn't have a pestle and mortar. Then this is all going in a pan with some oil.
Oh, so
and
gorgeous.
Then potatoes and kidney beans going in.
I wish you had taste.
And then
Vision.
you throw in like 300 mils of water and boil it all together for 40 minutes.
Wow.
And then you add some coriander at the end.
This is one of my favourites, actually, that we've done. And you
I
made it for me.
it.
That's so gorgeous. Oh, guys.
This whole video was just us like talking with our mouths full. You're gonna have to put like a trigger warning at the start.
Yeah, I will have to. So Thomas made tonight's offering.
Well, this is sweet potato and lentil mash. And there's salt and pepper and coconut oil in there
And
somewhere too.
they're vegan meatballs.
And the meatballs are kidney beans, walnuts, oats, red pesto, and soy sauce. And they smell amazing.
Oh yeah?
From our friend Ross.
Did they turn out like the picture?
I think so, yeah. Ross's
No.
ones are way more roundy than mine. Mine are rough around the edges like me.
Yeah, Roz's are way more round and these are interesting.
They're made with love.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have a piece of a meatball first.
Nice texture.
I feel like they need salt. Did you forget salt?
Don't say that.
Did you put soy sauce in? We used low salt. We have low sodium soy sauce.
Oh yeah.
We were meant
And you
to.
know what else?
What?
I just realised it says tablespoon of pesto. I did a teaspoon, I think. I did 2 teaspoons instead of
They
2
are a nice
tablespoons.
texture, but yeah, they're not salty enough. Not because of Roz's recipe,
It's because
because I usually do the
Because
cooking.
of my execution. Right, I'm having some mash. The mash better fucking save me.
Not my socks up. Do you know what we can do? We can just dip them in pesto.
Mash is really nice. You can really taste the coconut oil.
Oh yeah, you can. Do you know what I feel like would be nice with that mash? Peanut butter. I love sweet potato and peanut butter. I used to bake like a sweet potato and just mash in peanut butter and eat that as a snack.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to get a small amount of red pesto for dipping.
Yeah. I'll do the meatballs next time and they will be all of the
They will be
finger.
shivskis.
Shivskis.
Pesto on the side for dipping.
Thank you for this delicious meal, you know. I'm
Here's
really
the-
grateful. I
here's-
love you.
Here's the pesto I forgot. I'm sorry, Roz, I'm letting you down.
You made it with love.
And that's better than doing it correctly.
The last thing on the list of recipes that we said Peter and I was flapjacks, but I am hardcore in like finish writing draft 1 of novel for deadline mode. I've just been like a goblin for the last week. So Thomas kind of took over doing some of the cooking and making of snacks.
So enjoy my shots of
So-
creating the flapjack.
This is the most solid piece of the flapjack.
You've ruined my granola, Jack. You turned into a mammy's bowl of
You
mush.
didn't turn it into mush. You made a bowl of mush.
That's not mush. It's a delicious flapjack. Tasty.
Like
I get to
we had,
try, I get to try my bite.
they were really good. These are really nice. Like obviously, I don't think they're meant to crumble apart, but I think maybe you did use a different oil than what was in the recipe. But
I was supposed to use sunflower oil and I didn't have any, so I used vegetable oil. But I did everything else correctly to a T. Last time I'm making granola jacks for you.
I love these granola jacks.
My
Make
signature
more.
granola jacks.
I think maybe all that you did maybe wrong is not stir it enough.
Maybe that's it, because I gave it a few stars and then I was like, this is grand. It's exactly as it's supposed to be.
I think maybe like the wet ingredients weren't mixed in well enough. How would you rate our plant-based food experiment?
I have to score the granola jacks first.
Okay.
Very easy to make. And really, really tasty. Oh my god. And really filling. Definitely going to continue making the soup. Definitely continue making these. And the brownies.
The lasagna.
The lasagna.
The curry.
The curry is gorgeous, yeah. Pretty much everything.
Loads of them, yeah.
None of the things that we picked were really hard. Like, it was all very easy.
Do you know the one that stands out the most that I don't think I will make again is the cookies. Not because they weren't amazing, but just because like it was so much cashew butter in them. And first of all, like buying a massive jar of cashew butter is quite expensive, but not just that, like we ate them all in a day and a half, and like we essentially ate way too much cashew butter. Like they were just so nice. If you have a favorite vegan cookbook, please comment it down below and we'll check it out, because when we move into our own house, like I just really want to be baking and cooking all like a lot more.
Yeah. And thanks to the Happy Pear guys and Ross for their delicious recipes.
Yeah.
I feel like a chef now.
Yeah.
And I am a chef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my own cookbook. That's a nice hug.
Feed me.
Here.
Let us know if you liked this video and if you'd like more food related videos, and if maybe this inspired you to cook more plant-based things.
Yeah.
Because it's just little tweaks and you can have gorgeous foods.
Yeah.
Without the cruelty.
And let us know in the comments if you really enjoyed us talking with our mouths full for a whole video.
We're so disgusting.